This week on the Spotlight, we talked to Dwayne Wise. He's the outfielder who made the catch and did a lot of good things for the White Sox. And speaking of good things for the White Sox, Ozzie Guillen took them to the World Series and won it, which hadn't happened in a very long time. He's still in town, you know. Taj Gibson, he's not in town, but when he was, we talked to him. He was kind of a solid rock of a player. And then Ben Wallace, he had a brief time here. It should have been briefer. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. From wherever Chicago's sports teams are making news, it's the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. Gil Hooley's has my trivia night at 3901 West 103rd Street on the St. Xavier campus, Friday, August 17th at 8 p.m. And if you live around St. Bede's, you should be there. St. Cajetan, St. John Fisher, all you get over there on Friday, August 17th. I will see you. You've got to get to the SOC. Live Benkowski Trivia, alternate Thursdays, 8 p.m., 93rd and Roberts Road. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. You've got to get to Dr. Sherman Clay, chiropractor. Gentle adjusting. Most insurance accepted. Massage therapy, too. Walk-ins are welcome. Call 773-324-4325. That's HEAL. Dr. Sherman Clay. You've got to get to the Wise Owl at Van Buren and Racine. Pizzas, pork sliders, Cuban sandwiches, carrot soup, elote, burgers, tacos, salads, and more. Great cocktails and great bartenders. A tremendous array at the Wise Owl, Van Buren and Racine. See you there. Lulu's has it all. Italian beef, hot dogs, burgers, chicken, gyros, fish, salads, subs, ribs, at Taylor and Ogden, 2200 West. A great place. Lulu's has what you need. Stop in, check it out, eat there, take it with you. Lulu's, a great, great West Side tradition. We're back on the Spotlight, and of course we're talking White Sox. And this team had some trouble with the leadoff position at various points in the year. And although they still might, Cabrera's done an admirable job of getting on base, being serviceable, scoring some runs, running a little bit. But a guy that could have a future, certainly as an important run production guy, a guy who runs the bases and is a threat, is Dwayne Wise. He spent a ton of time in the minor leagues in his career with various cups of coffee. The graphics will show you as we proceed with the interview where he's been up. But he's with the White Sox now, and it's been a long road. He talks about that road, some of the places he stopped, and how glad he is to be in the major leagues. Tell us a little bit about your early days in baseball, where you grew up, and if you were a fan of any major leaguers or teams.
Growing up, I really didn't. It's kind of funny, everybody always asks me this, but I never really followed baseball that much, when I was younger. But I grew up watching the Braves, all because they were always on TV. And, being from South Carolina, the Braves was his closest team. So, I grew up watching them. And I was a big Ken Griffey Jr. fan coming up. Griffey and Kenny Lofton, both of those guys were, two of the center fielders that I looked up to as I was coming up.
When you started breaking into pro baseball, who were some of the players that you may have been teammates with? The names that we would know right now.
Adam Dunn, Austin Kearns, who was in the minor leagues? Scott Williamson. I don't know if he's playing anymore, but he was. He had some time with Cincinnati. Yeah, pitcher. I can't think of anybody else, but those are the two biggest names that you probably know: Adam Dunn and Austin Kearns.
What was the most challenging part of sticking it out through the minors, and name some of the cities you played in, because I know there have been a few.
Yeah. Played in Billings, Montana, which was not great. I cried that was my rookie season. I cried when I went out there because I'd never been away from home. But
Billings, you were going to say it was so cold.
No, it was actually nice there in the summertime. But Billings, Montana, Burlington, Iowa, Rockford, Illinois, and then Syracuse, New York, Knoxville, Tennessee, and Toledo, Ohio, and I think that's it. In Charlotte this year. So it's been a long run, up and down, So I managed to stick with it. So hopefully I can stay here for a while.
I know you're highly motivated, and now you go on a road trip when all the accommodations are so deluxe. Mm-hmm. What does that feel like?
You just, I don't know. You just, got to stay focused all the time. And, being in the minor leagues is, a lot of the clubhouse and ballpark's going to be, not in the greatest shape. But, hey, you got to keep playing. Everybody wants to get to this level, so you can't sit down there and just, I don't want to use bad words, but you don't want to sit down there and pout and, say that the facilities are bad and let it get you out your game. You just got to stay positive about it.
What are the things that you're enjoying besides getting action and getting playing time? What are you enjoying about maybe as you work on hitting with Walker and maybe the scouting reports and some of the video that's available to you to break down your swing if you need to?
It's awesome because, after every at bat, you got the ability to come in here and look at the way the pitchers pitch you, what your swing looks like. So there's all kinds of advantages up here. As far as being down in the minor leagues, you don't have that. You can't see what you're doing. You have to just rely on somebody else to tell you that. So there's a big advantage of, to use all the equipment up here.
How about enjoying yourself tracking down the ball in the outfield?
I'm loving it. I'm just happy to be a part of this and get a chance to play.
They say the pitcher's friend's an outfielder who can steal a hit. Have you gotten a few pats on the back after some stuff you chased down?
I haven't really, got a chance to, chase down the ball that was hit really hard in the gap. Everything has pretty much been routine, but, I've been told that in the past that I'm a pitcher's best friend because I play shallow and I take away a lot of those broken bat hits. So, I just love backing up my pitchers out there.
To wrap up, you've seen chemistry in a lot of different clubhouses. What tells you this chemistry on this team is a postseason one that'll be playing in October?
We have a great group of guys. We have a good mixture of veterans and youth. We got bullpens awesome, starting pitchers awesome. We got guys that can swing the bat. We got speed off the bench. So, it's a good atmosphere right now. Everybody's happy. The team's doing well. And, you don't have – I know I played on some teams before where the chemistry is not there. But, we have everything to hopefully, keep playing in October.
Well, keep doing what you're doing, and Chicago fans will be watching your progress.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right.
We'll be back with more after these important messages. You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. Kim G. Sherman, psychotherapist, Des Plaines Wellness Center. Therapy for individuals, couples, families. Call 847-962-4849. I've known Kim for over 20 years. She is a true professional, and she will help you. Give her a call. Family Dentist, Lawrence Furlan, DDS, 109th and Kedzie, crowns, veneers, cleanings, improving your smile. They do a great job. Call 773-233-7500. 7044. Excellent work, impeccable. Call the family dentist, 773-233-7044. They did a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage. It's time to talk White Sox again, in this case, Ozzie Guillen, who was always quick to remind us how good the Twins are, doesn't know why the media wants to get rid of them, because he says the Twins will be there battling them.
It's always going to be. Always. Always. I don't know why you guys want to push the Twins out of this team for the last 3 years. What's the reason? Why? Because they're not superstars out there? Well, I guarantee you, they had the best catcher, the best first baseman out there. And they used to have the best pitcher and the best center field. And watch out with the right fielder, you know what I mean? And they got the kid from Tampa Bay, you know what I mean? They got a good ball club. I don't know what's the reason people in baseball, they try to push those guys out. Maybe they don't have the manager like Lou Piniella and Torres and Guillen. You got the guys that real, he's not, never played that many games in the big league. But don't call those guys out. I love the way they play, and they're always going to be there.
With a guy like Alexi, how important is it to have a guy who you don't know what to expect coming into the season, or at least in the spring training, and then have him do what he's been able to do?
I got few.
Yeah.
I got him. I got Quinton. I got Joe Creedy. I have Floyd, and I got Danks. I got few. Not just the Mizo. I think I got few. There's a lot of question mark out there, and I think he's a talent out there, and we take a look at him in the spring training real good. We play him against tough pitchers to see how he's doing. He's handling real well. To me, the only thing that surprised me, he's just making adjustments so quick. This kid never played second base in his life. Now he's playing real good. Big league pitching, they always scout report the pitch different, and he make an adjustment from one bat to another. That's the only difference. I think this kid is a baseball player. He's not a baseball. He's not an athlete. Come from college. This kid is a baseball player. He's a good baseball player. He got a lot of instincts, and he got a lot of feeling for the game. That's why he's doing what he's doing right now.
Are you hoping that if Sabathi's traded, that he goes to the National League?
No, I don't care. I don't face it. They worry about them. They have to be 0-4 against him. The only thing I want to be with CeCe, I want to be his agent and his wife. I swear to God, that's the only thing I want to be, or his kids. Because I know a lot of cake come from him. But a lot of cake. And, And that besides that, I know I can control that. We got one out, so we got Santana out. Hopefully we know help. I know there's going to be a lot of scout here today. I don't know why he's going to be a scout, because that's a way to. Yeah, the people know they're going to watch CeCe. So CeCe for what? They know what he's going to bring. Has to spend the money, spending hotel, plane ticket, just sign it, whoever. But I expect to CeCe stay down there. It's not my business. My expectation is that we're going to keep facing him till we don't anymore. Hope, if they trade into the National League, it'd be nice. But, it's no matter. It's no matter. We don't have to worry about him, It just, CeCe is one of the toughest guys we ever faced. And, the longer he's there, we got to face him.
If he was traded to the Cubs, not that you care, but would that make them the best team in the National League?
The Cubs? I don't know anything about the team we play. The team we play against?
No, if he was traded.
I don't know. I don't watch the National League games. Yeah. The team we play against in the National League, the Cubs is the best team in the National League without him. The Cubs got a good ball club, and with him, if they have money to do that, yeah.
3 months.
Well, if they got money to do it, why not?
Money. It's enough to commit beyond this year.
For them, I don't know. I wish we had that kind of money. We don't. But, I think CeCe, whoever CeCe go, he's going to help. He's going to stay there, going to help those guys. And CeCe is one of the best in the league in last since, about 5, 6, 7 years. And, we have to worry about him today. Hopefully we handle him well. We not had that much luck with him, but hopefully we did it today.
How's he talk about their overall confidence in their team, particularly at home, to pull out a victory like last night?
It was a great feeling. You know, kind of championship team feeling. You know what I mean? Like things start coming up together, and we played last time we played in the row. We played pretty good. I already told the guys, I told everybody, if we're not going to play good in the row, we're not going to get what we want to get. I don't care how many wins we got in home. We had to win some games in a row to help that, and I think it was exciting for the fans. You know what I mean? Especially, you know, we're facing the best guy in the league, in Lee, and then Carriota today when we face CZ. I think it was a great thing in the clubhouse. You know, they never give up. They go out to the last bullet, and the last bullet make the shot. And that's why I think, you know, he's awesome, because that carry over to today's game and hopefully for months.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Alsip, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and a fabulous grade of cloth. Call 708-388-3700. And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget, the Illinois Lottery too. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski. You've got to get to the Sock Live Minkowski Trivia, alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great game, great people. Check out the Sock. I think you'll be glad you did when you go to my trivia game every other Thursday. 8 p.m., 93rd and Roberts Road. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. You've got to get to Papa Joe's new location, 5900 West 111th Street. Italian beef, tetrazzini, great pizza, Parmesan, ravioli, and more. All my classic choices. New location, and they can still deliver into the city. Get to Papa Joe's. We're back in the spotlight, and Norm Van Leer was one of the first players I ever talked to when I came here as a teenager, reporting for WUIC, the UIC campus radio station. And he was always so good to me and always had a quote, helped me out. And then years later, I got to work with him on the radio. What a delight that was. And he was lost too soon. But he's looking down on us, shining down on us right now. And I hope he has some wise words he can get to the Bulls to straighten out this season. They've had a crazy up and down run with beating the premier teams and losing to lesser ones. We talked to the veteran Taj Gibson about why that's happening and what he can maybe say to his young teammates to help him out. And Taj, just trying to get a reading, a barometer from you. You've been through the wars as much as anybody to know, how to maybe get this team on a little more consistent path. You guys always play so great against the top-tier teams, and then, sometimes not against the lesser foes.
We have to just get in the rhythm, get everybody back healthy, but plus just getting a good rhythm, having everybody's on the same page of just getting together. We had a good rhythm going, then injuries kind of knock us off a little bit, and we kind of lose the momentum. But we have no other choice but to just keep working through it, continue to play hard in practice, but to continue to do the things that help you get success in the first part. But don't shy away from, you got to shy away from the negative aspects of the game. Just stay positive and keep trying to bring in every game.
I know one of the things that earlier in your career, and you've been through a few coaches now, the defensive intensity, when that's there, that usually keeps a team in a more consistent mode. because you're shutting the other team down. How do you get that defensive intensity back?
From getting the defensive intensity just comes from within. You have to tell yourself that you want to go out there and play hard-nosed defense even when your shot isn't falling or when things aren't working for your team. But it starts in practice. It starts guys challenging each other. I can't get better on defense without the next man pushing me on offense. So it's a number of things, but it takes a full team.
One thing that I just kind of observed, and I don't know if I'm right, I'd like to hear your thoughts, sometimes just maybe physicaling it up a little bit and really, making a player pay when he tries to get it in the paint. Because it seems like one of the bigger problems is people drive into the hole on you guys.
You really can't play like that in today's game. You can get a flagrant 1 or a flagrant 2 and sitting there and you get ejected. But the majority of the time it comes from strong defense or knowing the guy behind you is going to have your back. But one thing about the bigs, we challenge a lot of the shots going up to the rim. But it's hard. You can't go after all of them. Sometimes the line drives happen, but it all comes from just playing solid defense, keeping your man in front of you. But we all have to just help each other. It all comes from helping each other and knowing the man's behind you is going to help.
Yeah, I think probably now that you mention it, because of the solid shot blocking that you guys are known for, I was thinking more of the non-bigs in terms of the hard fouls and cutting down the penetration.
It's tough sometimes, but it's one of those things where you have to want to guard. You still have a lot of young guys still figuring out the league of learning how to guard one-on-one. Back years ago, it was different. You had to come in and really guard a man, or you weren't going to play. So it's a lot of leeway, but it's completely different. I wish you could take a hard foul in today's game, but the refs are so on top of the game where it's really hard to make a hard foul.
Well, the good news is you play your premier games against the top opponents. So deep down, the Bulls know that they can beat the best. You just got to get to the playoffs and have a shot at it.
That's the bright side about it, but the other side of it is you have to, it's not just getting to the playoffs, but to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? These games build character in your team to prevail you for late on in the season when you're in a playoff position or you're challenging for a playoff spot. These games help you build character. So hopefully we can learn a little bit better and get some wins.
Well, I would say keep doing what you're doing and don't be afraid to be vocal with the youngsters, even if it sounds a little harsh at times.
Yeah, I'm always vocal, but the first thing is I try to lead by example, try to bring it in practice, try to just show by example. Because a lot of times talking is like you can be talking to a wall, and sometimes in this new generation, a lot of people don't understand is you have to guard your position to be successful in this league. Jimmy, for years before he even got started, he guarded his position extremely well. So it's baby steps, but I'm gonna continue to try to be vocal in the film and try to encourage him.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You've got to get to Jack's 3325 Ridge Road in Lansing for my trivia game, alternate Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Fun place, fun drinks, fun food, fun times. See you there. You've got to get to Oliver, 6100 West 159th Street for my live trivia, alternate Wednesdays now at 7 p.m. It's a great place with great food and drink and fun. Get to Oliver's on a Wednesday. I'll see ya. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. Trivia will be at the Sock. Alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great food, great drink, great people. Everything great. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. All shows are now Monday at 6 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place. We're in Christmas week, heading to the new year. The Bulls are absolutely rolling. And Ben's going to kind of give us a little perspective on why that's so. I know that people are taking the ball to the rack a little better. I don't know if the defense is better. What do you think's going good?
I think we starting to make the transition, getting to know each other and taking what we learned on the practice floor to the game. And, I think right now everybody's out there. We know each other's tendency. We know what to expect out of the guy standing beside you. And, we really gelling together as a team. No one guy's out there trying to shoulder the whole, carry the whole load. Everybody's playing together. And when you do that, good things happen for you.
Were you one of the guys trying to do too much at times, because of all the publicity and stuff about your arrival?
No, I never worry about what people say about me or what people think I'm supposed to do. I always go out there and do whatever I can do, to try to help this team win. And, I think at times you don't react a certain way because you're not sure, how guys going to respond to you, leaving the basket or rotating or trapping the ball and stuff like that. So, it just took us a little while to get to figure each other out. And, now I think we're starting to learn each other and play off each other real well.
Then it sort of suggests maybe it was the young kids who needed the transition time and the learning time.
No, it's the whole team, man. It's no one, one or two guys. It's a team. Young guys, older guys. We're all playing, a different game. With here, learn a different system. So, it just takes a little time before you come together as a team, especially when you add so many new guys.
I know there was a lot of talk in recent years about the Bulls being a team that held teams to a low shooting percentage, and that wasn't necessarily the case early this year. Do you see improvement in that area, and do you think you can get better?
I think we're doing a better job, of going out there defending early, forcing guys to catch the ball, out a little bit further on the floor, and forcing guys off their sweet spot. And, I think, we're going to have, teams that's coming here is going to, have good nights shooting the basketball. But I think we do a great job of not overreacting to those things, but continue to, work within the system.
Now, tonight you're facing a team that you only face twice a year. You had a loss to them out west. Is this a good example of a team that you want to control the tempo early and, like you said, move people like a Kobe off the sweet spot? Or can you with a guy who maybe has multiple sweet spots?
We just got to go out there and believe in what we've been doing these last, couple games, these last couple of weeks. And we go out there and play the way we've been playing, everything else to take care of itself.
Well, like so many times in Chicago history, they get a guy a little bit too late in his career. Thanks for watching. See you next week. You've been watching the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. Perfect Pitch located at 108th and Kedzie. Take your vehicles there for great repairs. This week's show has been brought to you by the Lansing Floral Shop. Call for your flowers at 708-474-1212. Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch. Very competitive pricing, 708-396-1010.